Lame. Let's get right in there and zoom up on these things. Focus. Focus. Oh, stop it. Oh, there we are. Are you into lapidary? Do you consider yourself an artist? It's a mushroom. Do you have yourself a Rotoblaster 6 million or some other type of rotary tool that you can work with? If so, this is the video for you, because we're going to use one of these things, or something similar, and make some of these things. Maybe that guy right there. It's me again. I wanted to jump in here and do something a little more short and to the point, talking about what this video is about. A lot of people nowadays are into rock hounding and want to polish rocks and don't have any equipment and want to know how to do it at home. And so I see in a lot of my groups, lapidary groups, like how can I polish a rock with my Dremel tool? And most of them get immediately shut down by people in those groups being rude and like, just buy the right equipment. Well, not everybody can go out and spend $2,500 on a cab machine, you know, or a lapidary machine with all the polishing grinding wheels on them, whatever you want to call it, or a flat lap. And so I thought, you know, and a lot of people are on a budget nowadays. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a challenge for myself where I went and bought one of these cheap kits from Walmart. They're normally $14. I think I got on clearance for like $8. I tried to use this kit to polish a rock into a cabochon, kind of a free-form shape, and I just had a piece from a saw cut slab like this that was already kind of a shape I liked, and so I just grabbed it and tried to do that. But what I was going to say is you can get slabs like this already cut either online or at a rock shop near you, or go to a rock show, or like I said, whatever. eBay is a good place to, if that's somewhere you want to start with making cabs. Otherwise you can just try to polish, you know, rocks that you find that you think are pretty. So that's what this video is I grabbed this kit and I'm going to try to polish a rock with it. I did a video, I want to talk about that, where I polished this with my more expensive burs. This is just a scrap also from cutting rocks. It's just a piece that had a fracture going this way and a fracture that way, so this piece fell off. And I just thought, I'll polish that for a video. Now I cannot find my footage. So I'm going to do another video in the future where I try to do a really good job polishing a rock. If you want these kind of results, this is one that my dad did. Let's get up here. Where's my focus? Anyway, this is one that my dad did and made into a ring for me out of rock that he found. It's kind of his own style, his own shape. Here's another one he did that's an oval cab. Anyway, made that one for my wife. So if you want these kind of results, you see that reflection on there going around so smooth and nice. Anyway, if you want those kind of results, you do need professional equipment. But let's dive in and see what I can make with this mess. Let's do some lapidary work on a budget, shall we? Wear your safety equipment, as always. I'm a professional lapidary, or lapidariist. Let's do this. Ow, my face. Oh, it's gonna be so shiny. Oh, ow. Oh, stay back. We're doing lapidary over here. Ow. Oh, this rock is spicy. Ow. Ow. One thing this doesn't have that is almost absolutely necessary is rubber wheels. Let's actually get into it and see what it has, but I'll cover that real quick. If you're going to try to polish rocks, please order some rubber wheels. This is a kit off from Amazon or eBay, I don't remember where, that comes with 4 different grits and like 10 of each. So you get 40 of them for like $9. They're a no-name brand. These are the 4 different colors. You have the gray, the green, the red, and the black. And they're supposed to go from coarse to fine, and I'm not sure the order, but I do know the black I think is supposed to be the most coarse, and I think this is supposed to be the most fine, and these two I'm not sure. Let's get this open.
Alright. Woo! Okay. So we have... These are aluminum oxide right here. I know that from my other ones I have. Well, those are tough to get out. So those will probably be a little bit finer grit than these, which are silicon carbide. These are probably corundum or aluminum. I'm not sure. Maybe there's info on the back that tells you. Anyway, aluminum oxide, grinding stones. So I think that, yeah, I think these are aluminum. So I don't like the corundum that well. The only thing I use the red corundum burrs and things for is just grinding down really rough metal when I'm going to just use the burr ones and throw it away because they just fly apart. Aluminum oxide tends to hold up pretty good. So anyway, I got aluminum oxide, it sounds like, and silicon carbide. Silicon carbide is a lot harder than aluminum. I guess I shouldn't go too into that. Plastic brushes are about useless unless you use them at slow speed, they'll melt. Wire brushes are great for metal. Fiber reinforced cutoff discs are great. You can actually just wear eye protection with any of this, but you can actually use these to kind of grind rock carefully if you go slow and careful. Now these guys, these are for cutting metal. I would not try to cut rock with these. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this open without spilling them, but oh wow, that's great quality. Let me refocus this up here a little closer. There we go. The first one in there is not even valid. It didn't even get made right. That's going to go right in the garbage. You see all that? Don't try to cut rock with these ever. Ever, ever, ever. They just blow apart. Even trying to cut metal and stuff. They'll kind of grind away at rock, but don't waste your time. The fiber reinforced are going to be a little bit safer and easier to use for that. I mean, you can do what you want, but just wear eye protection. Let's see. There's a polishing compound. So we'll be using that later with these felt wheels. And there's these sanding drums. And these start out coarse, but as you use them more, they get a little bit finer and finer. I wish they'd make these in finer grits. You can get them here or there, but they're rare. And then we got, what, one metal grinding disc. Oh, you know what? Huh, they did give us a rubber wheel. We got one rubber wheel. So I get to use a rubber wheel from the start. Okay, so we'll use that to try to put a little bit better finish on this before we try to polish it with the polishing compound. So let's get to it. I'm going to start with these guys, the silicon carbide, just to contour it. And what I'm going to polish, let's get to that, or try to turn into something, and then we'll try to make a cap out of this piece of agate. And this is Eastern Utah agate as well. It's called Cathedral Valley agate. But I figured agate's a good way to show. So let's get to it. Let's throw this away. So I'm going to use this guy for sure. Out of the way. Yeah. And I'm going to use some of these fellers. I don't know what ones. We'll just throw some stuff over here. Probably one or two of these guys. Probably we only need one, but these guys for sanding, and then we'll get to the cotton buffs. I'm not going to rip them out right now. I don't want to get grit on them from handling these. Even though they probably have them on them. Okay. That's the depth of field focus. Right, there we go. Oh, get out of there, you little. We don't need you. Get all the grit off that. Let's do this. Where's the? Get my reaching stick. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. That already blew a groove in it. This is garbage. I might be burning through every one of these burrs to get this done. Oh no. Well, I can tell you right now, I 100% do not recommend these. I'm just going to show you the difference. Okay, silicon carbide, silicon carbide. This is the Hyper Tough brand. Do not recommend it at all. Garbage. This is the Tofu brand right here. Here's the difference. This one's actually cutting and grinding, and look, it's still there. Now I'm going to go back to this Hyper Tough, whatever. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is going to work. I was hoping to do a video out of this, but man, I might be. Let's just watch how fast this shrinks without doing much to the cat. Oh my gosh. That's disappointing. Look how small it is now. Just in that amount of time. Hot garbage. Oh gosh. Well, crappers. Okay, so I was gonna do this as a challenge to try to I'm already gonna have to cheat. This is nuts. Not that I was gonna cheat, but I'm not gonna be able to accomplish this. Let's try those wheels. Let me zoom out here. Okay, let's try. Where's our focus? Let's try these guys. I doubt they're any better. I'll cut out all this nonsense, maybe. Who knows? Okay. Alright. Oh, balls. Biscuits. Sorry. Oh, biscuits. Can't believe how bad that is. I have really cheap ones from Best Qual that are like 15 cents a piece that are 50 times better than that. Man, no wonder this is on clearance. Well, maybe I'll do this again in the future with a different brand of kit from one of the stores. I'll tell you right now, I'm really unimpressed. Alright, let's try this again. Good news is, at least the aluminum oxide's kind of holding up. So as long as we can get, I'm going to burn through every one of these, try to get this done. Nope, that's, let's try to just work this end here. Watch how fast this goes away. Let's zoom in. And then I work about, I need to focus. Okay. See how fast this shrinks. Well, at least it's cutting, but getting slightly better. We might be able to get it done with this kit, and I won't have to use a different brand. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to be here a very long time with just the aluminum oxide. Clean up this whole side. See how small that is now? Oh man. Cheap garbage. Oh man. I am covered in grit. Gonna need to get the shop vac out. Let's see. Even my vacuum's not picking it up. It's just flying everywhere. Let's buzz it down until it flies off. Let's go ahead and dismiss that. Man, these are hard to get out. Yep. Let's hope they don't break coming out, because I need every one of them to try to get one rock done. Oh my gosh. These aren't even really good for metal. They're just so crappy. We'll get everything we got here. Yeah, wrong way. Okay, let's see. I can keep burning through those, cover everything dust. Let's try one of these guys. Just to see what we can do with that. Well, that's acting like aluminum oxide, like fine aluminum oxide. It's actually just kind of putting a polish on it. It's good for scratch removal, I guess. There's one. Not pushing them that hard, they're just cheap. I'm getting it in my eyes, and I've got my normal eye protection on. Like, it's just flying everywhere. I'm covered in it. Oh, this is misery. Look how fast that's going away. Like a minute and a half of grinding and it's just gone. I'm not going to get this done with these. Oh boy. Got it in my eye.
Do that.
Sand in my eye.
Do you drops?
No. I just need better. I'm not, okay. I can't do this. These are garbage. I'm just going to throw them right in the trash. Where's the garbage? They're gone. I can't do it. They're just so soft and terrible. And then I'm going to grab a different brand and finish this with a different brand. This will be a little longer video because I wanted to show how fast this wears down, or I can just keep it shorter and post the time, but oh my gosh. Yes, I've hit 8,000 or 9,000 RPMs at the highest on this one. You dying?
Huh?
Doing abs?
Yeah, sure.
Heart. And we're down to metal. Okay, I quit. I'm doing something else. I'm done with these. I'm going to use a, let's see, best qual. Let me just give you a little advice. Okay, here, let's zoom out. We're gonna have a little heart to heart. Where's my focus? Okay. I would recommend, instead of this Hyper Tough brand, something like this off Amazon, or even these are actually cheap garbage too, but you get 100 of them for about $15. And they last 2 or 3 times or 4 times as long as that garbage does that I just used out of this Hyper Tough. Like, my favorite, and they're hard to find now for a good price, but that's why I haven't bought them for a while, is these Duragreen by Shofu. And you, for a while you could get them, and I find them once in a while still, 12 of them for $12 or $1 a piece, and they will hold up way longer than these. But these are 15 cents a piece, so you can just burn through those and not cry about it. Not that $1's that expensive either. I mean, when you go to buy a Dremel brand carbide burr and pay $15, you know, or whatever, it's this whole box of 100 is $15. So for the rough shaping and stuff, get you something like this. There's all kinds of brands, but just get you a big 100 pieces box so you aren't. Oh, look at that powder and crap. Just, those are just such garbage. I mean, this is how garbage they are. Okay, where's my... Okay, so here... Alright, turn on the vacuum. Here is a Shofu against the Hyper Tough. We'll show you what happens. They're supposed to be the same thing. That's not even funny. Oh my gosh. Does that give you an idea how crappy these Hyper Tough? I mean, come on, Walmart. What are you selling? That's not even wearing this one down. They're supposed to be both the same thing. That's a real good example of just how bad these are. My gosh. It's just a little bit of compressed sand on there. It's not... Yeah, anyway. Right in the garbage. All of them. I'm just throwing them away. They're not... Okay, well... Let's try to make a cab out of this anyway. So, I'm going to just work these edges, these sides back to where I have it kind of even, and then start doming it. So I just kind of a different shaped cab out of this. And yeah. Point is, you can still do these with cheap burrs. You don't have to buy diamond impregnated stone to do it. If you get a decent quality silicon carbide wheel or points, there's stuff like this you can buy in boxes of 100 too that are a lot better than that nonsense from Walmart, the Hyper Tough. Man, paid $8.50 for that whole kit, and I feel like I got ripped off. Anyway, so that was a freaking nightmare with those
Push your hip forward. Oh, sorry, my video's showing.
these fellers. I threw away all of them from this kit that were the silicon carbide. Am I saying that right? I'm tired. I have it in my eyes. Like, it's gonna end up working its way back to my brain, and it's abrasive, so it's just gonna sand my memories away at this point. Oh, it's honestly in my eyes. It was just powder flying everywhere. I don't know how you can make burrs this bad. That's when I just tried grinding on with the other silicon carbide burr, and I mean, yeah. Turn the vacuum off a second, talk. So I used the already partially used Shofu burr and ground it down to that much, doing the entire rest of that. These stupid things from Hyper Tough, I wouldn't have got that done. Now I'm going to go though to these Hyper Tough aluminum oxide and just try to take a lot of the scratches out of this. I might even use this fiber disc because it was kind of doing that, but I want it to be even. And then I'm going to go to the rubber wheel, go over it a ton with rubber wheel, maybe even the sanding drum, and just work it as smooth as I can get it. I don't know if I'll use this aluminum oxide. It's pretty rough and crappy too. So I'm going to try to smooth it. You can see when you start going over it with this, you not only can kind of remove the deeper scratches, you can see that getting shiny right there, but you can work on fine-tuning the contour. These are pretty good. I'm happy with that. I mean, you can see little chips and stuff, but it's doing what it's supposed to. It's a good thing, at least out of this kit. The silicon carbide, just absolute nonsense. So silicon carbide is supposed to be harder than aluminum oxide, and this is aluminum oxide, this is supposed to be silicon carbide. I shouldn't be able to do that. At all. It's not even dressing this stone. It's not pretending to even work this stone down at all. Whatever that is not what it's supposed to be. And if you were wondering if you could just contour it with these, I would say no. You'll be there for days. I'm going to take another piece of this agate. Actually, here's another piece. That's a little easier for you to see on. I'm going to take and just really try to contour that right there. Lots of pressure. 8,000 RPM. I haven't even made a dent in it. I just kind of started to polish it. That's what aluminum oxide on agate does, especially if it starts to get a little bit filled. So no, I wouldn't want to try to contour agate with aluminum oxide, like not fine aluminum oxide. Of course, you might be able to get away with a little more removal, but this is almost more of a polish. Now remember, kids, we put these on upside down. Okay. We want the grit down towards the mandrel, like so. Focus. All right, focus up. Okay. Anyway, so you put the grit down. Everyone does it backwards, but trust me, if you learn to use it this way, you'll never go back. Zoom. Okay. It's kind of working. There we go. That's not too bad, actually. I might need to beat it up a little bit to get rid of some of the rougher grit. Okay. By the way, oh, I don't know if that was on camera. See how much that edge I've used is all? And yet I've been able to work quite a bit of it shiny already. Where are we at here? What's up with it? Okay, sorry. I'll try to do better here. Alright, use it like this, and I'm just hitting it with the edge. And you can contour it exactly the way you want. It's good control. That's actually working pretty good. I'm surprised. I've never tried sanding rock with these sanding discs like that before. Anyway, I'm going to go over this whole thing. See you in a minute. But yeah, look where, that's all that's using right there, and all this is still fresh. It just wears it down as you're still having fresh sandpaper the whole way. Instead of buzzing the whole surface off and having the changes all the time. Lame. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm going to try the one rubber wheel that kit came with. So, this is it. Just clean up the edge. With my block. Let's do that. Get it cut a little smoother. Alright. Moment of the truth. I don't know. It kind of works and then it kind of doesn't. Honestly, I think I have more luck with the sandpaper. Oh dear. Very inconsistent. I'm getting somewhat good results out of this. It's just all of a sudden it'll have a rough patch. Like that. And it polishes some of it and doesn't the rest. I don't know. Whew. Don't do that. You can tell it hurts by the way it stings. Gosh. This is so inconsistent with whether or not it's got grit at the time. That all of a sudden it'll kind of sand it dull, and then other times it polishes it shiny, and then other times it just eats a groove into it. Other times it doesn't do anything at all. It's just the sand isn't mixed very well through it. Yeah. So let's I look like I got dandruff everywhere from these cheap burs. They're just flying apart so far and so hard that they're flying over the vacuum. Should have probably turned it up. It's got a dial on it. I can turn up the power, but let's get the polish going now. And it's a polish that I'm sure is made from metal. Here, we'll try this guy. Leave that in there. Where's my grippy? Get yourself a grippy. This is an old exercise band. Beachbody.com. No, they aren't a sponsor. Just an old... Uh-oh. That's getting a little tough. Yeah, good enough. There we go. Okay, let's do this. See if this polish will even touch rock. Oh wow, it's like wax. Come on, melt onto there. I don't know if you're seeing this, but it's, there, we got some on there. Okay, what a mess. See what it says about this polish anyway. polish compound. Polish compound. No grit, no info, just some old dried up Colombian toothpaste. I'm like, we'll call it polish, just stick it in there. Whatever I'm saying. Not doing anything. I'm just going to try to polish one spot. Real concentrated, like, and see if I can get it to do anything. Go different directions. Oh, hey. Just like I said, trying to polish one spot, see if it's doing anything. See if it even made a shiny spot. Ooh! Vacuum's trying to eat my Kleenex. Almost. Little itty bitty guy there. Let's get messy. Get on there. Ugh. 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 Yeah. Everything in this kit has dandruff. Well, no, it's just messy. Ew. You're judgy. It happens, alright? What? Sometimes you need some Seltz blue.
Rose.
Is that hurt?
That hurt.
Okay, I'm about done wasting my time. I mean,
You know it is, Peter.
you know it is.
Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. Okay. Chitty chat time. I am not going to sit here for 3 hours trying to polish that. I think you probably could make it shinier because I think that spot did get shinier right there. This was already shiny. I mean, really, it's let's pick a dull spot right there. It looks shinier on camera, but in person, no, I'm not, no. Okay, enough goofing with that. Let me show you now what some high-end burs can do. Okay, just so you know the difference. This whole kit was $15. You know, normal price. I got it on clearance for $8.50. Ooh, and this burr was $15. Okay, 14, somewhere in there, just for this one burr, which is cheap for these. This is diamond impregnated silicone. I'm gonna come to the back of this fella right here where it's still got all the. Probably, I don't know if it shows on there. Let's get focused up close. It has all the saw blade lines from when the rock saw cut it. I'm going to show you just how much nicer these high-end burrs are. If I don't drop it. I'm not going to get this perfectly flat because I'm trying to hurry, but I'm trying to do a good job. Yeah, I should have my vacuum on, but I'll hold my breath. These aren't even my high-end burrs. These are the cheap version of high-end burrs. That's not really very flat. This one's cutting a little uneven. I need to touch it up. See if we can get a flat surface on it. Get the little wobble out of it that's making it cut little dents. That's almost worse. Yeah, good enough. And we'll go to this guy. Switch directions. This is a quick and dirty with the high-end burs. And where's the light? You can see that. So let's flip it over to this side and show you a little piece of it here. There you go. See the difference? Just that little spot there with it, and boom, it's already shiny. Yeah, this is a little bit cheaper version. This is about $1 a wheel instead of 14. And we'll go, let's do this end right here. Definitely not as fast as those diamond burrs, but I'll show you. Just even stepping up to $1 wheel from Shofu. There, that shine compared to the rest of it. Anyway, so yeah, you can get a cab shape at least, and I could dome it more and whatever, but out of a cheap kit. But I really wouldn't recommend this for the ones that are all gone now, the silicon carbide, the ones that color. But everything else seems okay for a cheap set. In fact, these are pretty good. Happy with the sandpaper out of it and a few other things. As far as a review of it goes, you can get it for $8. You get your money worth out of all the other stuff. You know, even these are $3 or $4 a piece. I think 3 something. I can't remember. Some buffing wheels and these sandpaper things alone. These cutoff discs, I haven't tried them. The one was pretty. Where's the? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it was all messed up and split. But we'll try those later. The sandpaper discs, like I said, though, are good. So you get your money worth. You can get it for $8, but just throw these out like right away. Don't bother covering yourself in grit. That'll just ruin your life for a while. My eyes are still burning from that, and I just wear these when I'm working because, you know, it stops things from hitting me in the eyes, and they magnify because I'm old. But I'm going to quit rambling now, and yeah, here's the cab. It's not really that special, but I will make some cool things, and we'll do some giveaways. Like, this is a work in progress, a mini sword moose antler. I don't know. Please subscribe. I need to make millions and stretch millions of dollars on the YouTube. Well, I went over it real quick with the Shofu Ceramiste Ultra. Grab the tissue. These guys don't work the fastest compared to diamond, but they just keep going and going and going. I could use this burr every day for a year and it wouldn't even be worn down halfway. This wheel, I should say. Anyway, so there's the back, that little spot, and then it's not the greatest. There's some dimples in there that I should have worked out, but I really don't care. And you know, the end.